Hays County Food Bank is a nonprofit organization that provides food for families and individuals in need. This organization holds public food distributions 4 days per week at various locations. They are partners with over 40 agencies across Hays County to help provide food through other organizations as well. Many families in the United States struggle with being able to provide food for themselves and their children. The Food Research and Action Center ranked Texas as number 16 in the U.S. as the state with the worst food hardship rates. To find out more about Hays County Food Bank, their partners, or how you can donate, go to hayscountyfoodbank.org or call 512-392-8300.
The internationally acclaimed author Sandra Cisneros is the subject of a new major exhibit at the Whitliff Collections. The exhibit, called A House of Her Own, highlights the key artifacts from the Cisneros' archives, such as photographs, original drawings, her manuscripts, diaries, and journals, where many of her stories and poems can be found. Many students know her for her best-selling book, The House on Mango Street. The exhibit tells the story of her life. A House of Her Own exhibit will be on the 7th floor of the Alkek Library at the Whitliff Collections through July 1st.
Drivers should expect to be redirected through the new railroad crossing at Post Road and brand new street Bobcat Drive. The detour will remain open for several months while the overpass is being completed. Motorists should allow extra time to travel through the detoured areas, including Travis Elementary School and Bobcat Stadium parking lot.
I have to come from Austin, either Austin or San Antonio some days, and it doesn't make it quite helpful that it's going to be packed and all trafficy and stuff.
TxDOT has asked for patience when driving through the work zone, but not all commuters are concerned.
I don't think it's going to affect my morning commute that much. 5 to 10 minute adjustments to my morning routine, and I should be back on schedule, no problem.
After this phase of the project is complete, there will be 2 travel lanes in each direction. For Bobcat Update, I'm JC Yarbrough.
The university recently hosted an event showcasing dance.
This organization was put together by multiple different organizations, especially from the Texas Performance Arts. So it's more like multicultural, just to see what Texas State is with diversity.
The dance is appreciated across cultures. It provides opportunities for campus organizations to show off their talent.
So just like any orgs who kind of are just like underrepresented, you know, so just bring them all together and just make this big showcase.
Grupo Folclórico Otoclin, a traditional Mexican dance group, performed at the event with the hope of making more people aware of Mexico's diversity within.
In April, we're going to do Relay for Life, you know, and we're going to do the Feria de Mariachi in May, so just like anywhere they ask us.
For more information to join an organization, check out the Texas State website. For Bobcat Update, I'm Jennifer Galvan.
My name is Taylor White, and by the age of 19, I had no parents. I'm a sophomore at Texas State, and I'm going into marketing for my major.
My name's Delia. I've known Taylor for about 4 years. I met her when we were juniors in high school. She had just transferred from a private school into our public school. I think Taylor was able to take the passing of her father in a positive way and better than anyone ever would have expected. She was able to see like all the positive things in life rather than all the negative. She was surrounded by a lot of support from her family and friends. She was able to look back on her dad in a really positive way versus like a negative way. She remembers all the good things about him, and we're able to laugh and talk about him, she doesn't see it as a negative situation. The difference in her from when I first met her to now is that she's really mature and she's really independent.
When I was 6 years old, my mom passed away, and I don't really know how. Her files are locked up, so I've been told multiple things, but still not sure the exact reason. So growing up, it was just my father, my brother, and I. I grew up with 2 boys, and that made life interesting growing up. I was kind of tomboyish just because there wasn't really a woman in my life teaching me how to be girly. The last memory I had of my mom was whenever my dad came to pick me up for his weekend because they divorced when I was 3 years old. So once I came down for college, my dad had always had like a kind of obese problem. Like he wasn't supposed to be eating things with salt. But I remember I came home for a weekend and hung out with him for a little bit. And when I left, he had been getting sick and had been, you know, spitting up and throwing up and stuff, but it didn't even occur to me that it was going to turn into something big. So I came back down to college for about a week, and I got a phone call saying, you know, your dad's been in the hospital for a week, but he's fine. 2 weeks passed, and they called me again. They're like, okay, your dad's been in the hospital pretty long still, but, you know, you don't need to be worrying. We're going to get it all taken care of. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to come home this weekend because that's weird. So I came home and hung out with him in the hospital, and he seemed, you know, kind of still like Larry, but he was, I mean, anyone in a hospital is different. They've been laying in bed for forever. I went home after that weekend, and the next day, my family calls me and they were like, you need to come back down. And whenever I came back down, we spent about a week in the hospital just watching and waiting, and eventually they decided to put him in a hospice, and that's when he passed. Now that I'm at Texas State, people usually don't know all this stuff about me. They wouldn't assume it because I'm just like any other student. I don't act any different. I have the support of my roommates, all of my sisters, my boyfriend, and I feel like I couldn't be a happier person. I make good grades. I like to be involved with the school and with my sisters. I feel like I do everything that any other kid would that has parents, and just because something like that happened to me, I'm not going to let it stop me from doing everything that I possibly can to succeed.